Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going over the same skill as last video, percentages, this time the medium difficulty level. I highly recommend, if you are confused with this skill as a whole, go back to our previous video as we get a little bit of an introduction, because these questions are just building on top of those. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. So a clothing warehouse that houses 14,000 garments must replace all damaged and lost garments. If 1.5% of the garments were damaged and 0.6% of the garments were lost, how many garments must the warehouse replace? So here, all we have to do is add our percentages, because we need to replace both damaged and lost garments. So 0.6 plus 1.5 is 2.1%. So approximately 2.1% is the amount of garments that must be replaced. So we just multiply. First, we convert 2.1% into a decimal. We move our decimal point 2 times to the left to get 0.021. And we are going to multiply the total amount of garments, 14,000, by 0.021 to find our answer. The answer to that is 294. Moving to our next question here. A college writing seminar increased its size by 50% from the first to second day. If the total number of students in the seminar on the second day was 15, how many students were in the class on the first day? So here we need to do a little bit of part-whole percentages. So that is just going to look like this. 15 is our part over our answer, x equals the percentage, which a 50% increase is 150 over 100. And now we can just solve this proportion. 15 times 100 is 1,500. 150 times x is 150x. Divide both sides by 150. We just get x equals 10. So B is our answer. And it does make sense, because there were 10 people on the first day. That increased by half of its amount. Half of 10 is 5. To get 15 on our second day. Moving to question number 3. During last year's basketball season, Jackson attempted 150 free throws, of which he made 120. So far this season, he attempted 24 and made 16. A player's free throw percentage is defined to be the percent of free throws made out of the number of free throws attempted. Assuming calculations began with the start of last year's season, which of the following best approximates Jackson's overall free throw percentage to date? So we just need to do number of free throws made divided by the number of free throws attempted. So from last season, we have 120 over 150, and because this is overall, we're going to include that. So far this season, he's attempted 24 and made 16, so we just add 24 here and add 16 to our numerator. So our real fraction is 136 over 174. Now we can divide this to go from fraction to a decimal, and then finally we can go from decimal to a percent. 136 divided by 174 is approximately 0.78. To convert this decimal into a percent, we just move our decimal point twice to the right. So we get 78%, which is approximately Jackson's overall free throw percentage, which means it is our answer. Last question here. Isabella paid one of her bills late and owed a 4% late fee. Her total with the late fee was $780. How much was Isabella's original bill in dollars? We can set up our part-whole proportion here, because 780 is our part. That's going to be our numerator. X is going to be in our denominator, because that is what we are going to get to. Remember, we got to 780 after a 4% increase. So on the other side, it looks like 104 over 100. Now we just need to solve this proportion. 780 times 100 is 78,000. Now x times 104 is just 104x. So we're going to divide 78,000 by 104. And the answer to that is 750. And that makes sense. Her original bill was $750, but with a 4% late fee, that increased to $780. So that was our medium difficulty level. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like the video and subscribe for future videos on this channel relating to this percentage skill. We're going to be going over the advanced difficulty level tomorrow. Make sure to stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.